last year, on August 15, the previous government collapsed and the Taliban took power. Since the Taliban took power, it changed millions of lives, especially the lives of Afghan women and girls. So I wanted to become a military pilot. The only option that I felt that I can achieve my dream. Because of that, I joined in Air Force. After 2 or 3 days, I realized that I needed to get out of Afghanistan. I lost my mom many years ago. My mother had never been educated, and she always told me that an Afghan woman, when they are young, they are dependent on her father. When they get married, they're dependent on her husband. When they get old, they're dependent on her son. I don't want you to be like that. I want you to be educated, independent. And I said to my mom that how this is possible, as you know, there is no school here. And she said to me, you can go to the mosque where you can, at least you can learn how to read and write, but not, you should not be like me. The airport was so busy, I came a little bit late, but fortunately I didn't miss the flight.
Women need to be able to look to the sector and see women, feel confident that they can be part of something that's accepting of diversity at large, accepting of everyone, and wanting to bring people through regardless of gender. So there is a shift there that's required, on behalf of the aviation industry. If the whole industry embraces that challenge, then men are going to be equal as important as, creating the environment where young females are welcomed into our environment. I'm pretty excited and everything seems amazing for me, and I'm so happy. I haven't thought I would fly one day in Australia.
Zahra's story is quite unique. She's a woman with a dream. She's got quite a lot of backing from people that really want to help her see that dream. We've got one main benefactor and they're funding her training at the moment. Obviously that won't take her all the way through to commercial, but we're looking for other avenues along the way. We've got an Australian-Afghan family that's hosting her and helping her integrate into Australian society.
When you live somewhere where you've been restricted, like if you're thinking about a female and in the country where they grew up, there was lots of restrictions around them, and then they come to another country and those restrictions aren't there, they don't automatically shed all of those thoughts and emotions and ideas. But there is a sense of freedom there, a sense of I can do this and do that, but there's also an anxiety that goes with that. Because it's kind of like, is it okay? Because everything about where I grew up said that's not okay.
It has been always my ambition as a very young woman from Afghanistan to be a pilot. Now I know I have been given an extraordinary chance to undertake the flight training. My flight training is more than I expected. There is so much going on.
Alrighty, you ready?
Yeah.
Alrighty, once we straighten up, we'll rock and roll. There we are. We're up in the air. How's this? It's such a nice day today, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Nice and smooth too.
Yeah.
Oh, a little bumpy actually. I shouldn't have said that. So how are you feeling on the controls? You relaxed? You comfortable?
With Zahra, after about 5 or 6 lessons, we noticed that she didn't have the fine motor skills that most younger adolescents would have. Her lifestyle's been that she hasn't had that opportunity to learn those sort of things.
Okay, where are we going, Zahra? Gonna go downwind. Regular traffic, helicopter structure, Bravo Tango, turn to space for runway 25
that way.
and
Yeah.
south of runway 25 remaining
medium
clear.
and aileron.
Strickler.
And balance was rudder. Okay, I don't have it. You've got it. Fix it.
When I came from Afghanistan here, I was just looking to find a way to pursue my dream. I began my training last week. Honestly, it is difficult than I thought, but I know I have to keep going, and I don't want to give up on my dream.
We've interviewed her at separate stages, the senior instructors, and her life was from the house to the mosque, where she went down the back and was secretly educated, and then back to the house, and that's all she did. She never left the house. No, we even asked about sewing machines. Never had a sewing machine. I said, what did you do? She said, well, we prepared the meals and we slept and we prepared the meals. It's astounding, absolutely astounding. We're at a crossroad here. We sort of can't get her over that hump until she's flying. If everything goes fine, she does all right. But then as soon as it goes something different, if she had an emergency of any sort, this is nothing going to happen. Aviation, learning to fly is quite costly. We don't want to be wasting that resource and that money that we've got for her. And so we've come up with an idea to send her out to a friend's farm who's helping support her. And we're going to start working on those basic skills that most teenagers develop. So we've got her driving some vehicles, farm equipment, anything else we can get our hands on. Maybe even teach her to ride a bike. Anything we can do to just improve that hand-eye coordination.
Yep. Excellent. We're gonna go reverse. Slide it back. Turn around. And you go off. Close.
We decided we should give us some basic lessons in driving skills. We actually got a bit of a surprise at when we started to put Zahra behind the wheel. Really, she didn't have any prior experience with any sort of vehicle at all. And in fact, Zahra's never even ridden a push bike. And within 30 seconds, Zahra had done a 90-degree turn and had impacted a small tree. So we knew we had a little way to go. But one thing about her, she's dedicated. She's prepared to put in the effort to do it. So we started off just basically mirroring what she's doing with her flight training by teaching her really basic stuff first. How to go straight.
Most people in Australia drive a car. They couldn't drive a car before they started learning. By the time we get into our mid-20s, we're pretty safe drivers. We're pretty able to drive this vehicle and do all these really complex things. You know, our eyes go all over the place. Our feet are doing certain things. Our hands are doing different stuff. And the music's going and we're singing to it. The brain and the body are wonderful instruments, and they're so interconnected. We can get our head to a place where it moves in a way and operates in a way where we're less conscious about it. It takes a lot of practice.
Ready for traffic, helicopter Lima Tango Juliet off the active frequency.
Maybe a bit of trim so you don't climb. What's next?
Fish check.
Let's do it.
Okay. Undercarriage, fuel pump on, pressures all in green, canopies lock, and hatches and harnesses are secure. So left, center, right, above, below. There's no plane.
Great progress with Zahra.
Brilliant. That's good.
Oh, it's been phenomenal. She's flying like a champion, where she's doing the whole circuit, she's doing everything, she's problem solving, she gets high, she brings the power back, gets slow, pushes the nose down. She's gone crazy. I gave her the circuit emergencies the other day, so engine failures after takeoff.
Yep.
And we're just doing a normal takeoff. I thought I'd give her a break, and then she closes the throttle and says, practice, I'm doing another one.
Yeah, it's Sting crossing over. This is Sting 1651. We're on the north-west side of Morton Island. Currently 800 on climb. 3000, and we'll be crossing over to primary. We'll keep a lookout for you.
Morning, Stephen.
G'day, Phil. How you doing, mate?
Good night.
I just had a interesting situation with Zahra this morning, and I think she's going to quit.
That would disappoint me. If she walked away now, she's going to regret it. She will regret that decision.
There's always someone behind you that supports you or pray for you. Yeah, like Jeff did for me. There was a lot going on. It's a little bit hard to be far away from our family or friends. Since the Taliban took power, and those people that they were involved with the previous government, working in armed forces or involved generally with the previous government, those people that they left behind, they are not safe. The Taliban had killed my instructor and one of the students from my academy. One day I asked from my instructor, will I become a pilot? He looked at me and smiled. Absolutely you can. You're stronger than you think. And now that every day that I'm flying, and sometimes I feel bad, I feel down, and I remember that what my instructor said to me, and that keeps me going.
That was all you though, you landed that. Let's go.
Okay.
Traffic Yankee, Victor Papa, sending lift base runway 10, touch and go, Red Dog. Correction, 07, touch and go.
So windy.
It is, isn't it? Good practice.
Yes. My mother had never been educated, and she always told me that you have to be someone to fight for your rights in this traditional society. Sometimes it's very hard for me to talk about my mom because, so a mother is always a keeper.
That's good. Yeah. Almost too easy. I might have to make the next one a bit harder. Yes. Might do the same as you. It's very pretty out there. Yes, it is. Should we take a selfie too? Yes. Good. Now we can relax the back pressure. There you did it. 2 really good turns.
From after those first 5 lessons to where she is now, she's completely different. She's done really, really well. And I can see her having a great future.
Now I just focus to improve myself, like to got those skills and to become a pilot, and then I can do something for children in Afghanistan. There's a sentence that says, you only can understand people if you feel them in yourself. I was in pain and I know how difficult is that. That's why I am trying to first improve myself and then do something for children in Afghanistan.